It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And we are underway from Yr3 Stadium in Houston. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carry for Nick Chubb. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there on the run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the fresh...
Take it into the end zone for Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Check it to 4.
First carry for Yr3 Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off of play action, it's Watson. Incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But they'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Watson. He'll get this off to Swift. He's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December.
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body, tough on the mind. You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday night, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play the next game.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are up to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they're coming to this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Oh, what a juke into space. And it gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That big play that time on the catch and run. Faking the give. Now Watson. Rolling to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On first down, Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift. And down inside the 15 he goes.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Eluding the pressure. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And that timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The Browns drive about to get started.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Initially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
It's a net of 40 there. On a 48 and a return of 8. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Watson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
First carry for James Conner. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4th territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have the Texans 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Chance to scan the field there. It felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. He's back with one complete. And he got out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Jet sweep, this is Johnson. Take this one in for the Texans touchdown. Tyron Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they look looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Chubb will get the call, running left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Let's get off the field. Check. Lucky.
They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. And that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they're in their arms.
And all the way down to the 29. A big-time play there for the Texans. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd down and 4, Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Alert 3.
Watson. It's complete. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. After right down the middle. Cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Roy Wasser handles the kickoff duties. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Mayfield's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. It took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. Now a first down throw, Watson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play almost perfect. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
To try again after the sack. Watson. And that's going to be caught by Coulter. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Screen pass to Hunter. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mayfield on play action. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now, here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down. Even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, I think they keep taking
lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Make it happen!
McLaughlin now for the Browns field goal. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. 3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 32. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores. At least that's a start, Charles. Getting the interception here. Look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Flush to his right. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. drive about to get started.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Get the football. They'll set a shot at their own 49-yard line. Let's bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Watson. Being chased out left. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf.
Looks to me probably like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows. It just won't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw.
This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
So this back out to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. They will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's a 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the line saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what the offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he is going to have the Browns 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 43.
This pressure not too long ago, but that turnover there means real game.
It's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. There's one on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Oh, they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Connor. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody... And Gaisman, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So they called it a touchdown. Originally, this was not a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. Maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. To throw, Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, don't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Here's Baker. That's caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Following the penalty, Chubb. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he's in for a score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the tying it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now it's a chance to execute.
The opportunity now. Here's the execution.
The design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now left side of the swing pass. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Watson. Pass caught by Collins. What a catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They had 2 straight first downs. Now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. He stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. To throw, Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 23. Another interception. I just had to double check on that. But it was now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they're trying too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he's coming down. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Browns, they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a tough loss.